guys, it's your girl Franny, and on today's show of Talkative Thursday, I have with me
your boy Dante, Snapchat D_the God. I am a Snapchat comedian, so holla at me. My link will be in the description below.
For me, you got Julian. Yeah, Drew, I don't know about all that, but my Snap is your boy Jay. I don't even know my Snap. It'll be in the description, don't worry.
Yeah.
Alright, so today's talk is going to be about friendship. So we're going to talk about what friendship means to us and, our values of friendships and anything that means something to you.
I feel like the word friends gets thrown out too often. That's why I make like a chart of how much like you relate to me. It's like you're my acquaintance. You're somebody that I just see every day. I say hello to. After this, I'm never gonna speak to you. Then it's like my son, and that's like somebody like, oh yeah, I talk to you. Like we might talk, like hit each other up on Snapchat every once in a while. Then it's like my man's like, yo, like that's really like my right hand man's like, yo, we really good friends, but like maybe we not gonna be like, he's always gonna be around, but he's not gonna be around. And then there's my bro, which is like, yeah, that's like everyday kind of thing. Like, yeah, like we gonna keep in contact every week. You know what I'm saying? So
Always
I feel like
up on your friends.
Yeah,
Always check up on your friends.
The way I do friends like that too. It's like acquaintances, and it's like friends, close friends, best friends, and then it's like friends that aren't even friends no more. Like, you're my family. Like, you could come over whenever. Like, you're my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have very few friends that reach the family level because people are people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Some of the people I consider like my brothers. Like, it's funny. Like, some of my brothers are my blood brothers, but like people know about them more than they know about my actual sisters.
He's crazy because he'll be like, yeah, I'm talking to my bro, blah, blah. And I'll be like, oh, word, blah, blah, how old is he? And he's like, no, this isn't my bro. This is like my friend, bro. And it gets so confusing with him because he has like 15 siblings.
No, first of all, I have 7 siblings, right? Usher, Shamoya,
we not about to do that.
Shamar,
Matt,
and Chelsea.
And none of the people he listed are actually his blood relatives.
No, they are. They are.
Oh.
Not all of them, but like some of them are.
You've been studying my family. I'm not related to them at all. It's just my dad's friends.
It'd be like that. Nah. All right, so now we're gonna do some questions.
What type of questions?
On check it.
That look retarded. All right. Ooh. This how you know a girl could cook, when she could flip it and not drop.
You about to drop that.
Oh. Look at you.
We're not eating from friends.
Wow.
Food slap. All right, who wanna go first?
Is it okay to date a friend's ex? I feel like this is a depending on the facts kind of question.
Facts.
Like, it's not a clear answer because life is not just yes and no's. It has grays. And
So what's an example?
Like, for example, all right. Like, if like it depends on the level, right? Like, if you're like my son, right? I don't really have any like emotional connection to you. I don't feel like I really owe you anything. It's really just like, yeah, we know and we communicate, but I don't really owe anything to you. But if you like my bro, I feel like, and it depends on how the person feels about the girl. Cause you like me and Juju my mans, and if he really got a strong feeling toward the girl, I'm not gonna talk to her because it's like he gonna feel some type of way about it, right? Yeah. So
9 out of 10 times you shouldn't, and if you do, you should ask the friend first.
Yeah.
Like, always ask the friend first.
Don't you think it's weird though if like, all right, so one of your closest friends, you come up to them and it's somebody you've been talking to for a minute, and you go up to that friend like, yo, I kind of like the girl that you was talking to me about, the one you was sharing all your personal stuff and secrets and all of that about. Yeah, I want to date her now too.
Alright, but you got, if it's gonna be something like that, you gotta wait a while. I feel like how long the relationship lasts times 2.
Wait, what? Wait, so if I was dating a girl for 3 years, I gotta wait 6 years.
That's right. Alright, you gotta wait till the person is in another relationship. That's equivalent. You feel me? When
Because they
find
should be
somebody-
over the.
Yeah.
All right, I understand. I respect that. Okay. I personally feel like you shouldn't date any close friend's ex. Because even like females, especially, they'll say they're over someone and they're really not. So
Why
it's,
do y'all do that though?
I don't know.
Just tell the truth.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that, but they do that. But that's wrong. So I feel like when it comes to females, and especially because they're a little bit dramatic and they have static for everything, and
For those of y'all that's not from New York, static means that like they're angry about it or they want to fight about it or something about that matter.
word.
So pick your next question.
Word.
How can you rekindle a broken friendship? Is it even worth it? Damn. True say, if the friendship ended, there's not much to rekindle, honestly. Like, if you're really my friend, we can work through it, we can argue, we can fight. By the end of the day, I know you got my back, and I got your back.
I feel like the question was, can you rekindle a broken friendship?
That isn't worth it.
Is it worth it? Then again, it's all dependent on like what broke the friendship, right? But I think a lot of times nowadays, what happens too is that like if we can have somebody like do something good for us all the way through, and the moment they do something bad, we cut them off.
Nah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Right. So
That's
it's
why
like,
we adults now, so we gotta communicate.
right. So it's like we can. I feel like if we can't talk about it, then it wasn't meant to be. Like it wasn't me. Yeah, I agree with you. So like, yeah, you'll probably be mad at me or be petty for a little bit or whatever the case may be. But it's like, if you're really my friend, like you don't know how many times me and my bros was about to really get it on. But it's like I call you like next week, like yo, we playing ball. Like it is what it is. Like you just
It
get
also
over it.
depends on like the level of disrespect. Because
Yeah.
if we do something crazy, like curse out my parents or something,
Oh yeah.
that's
no.
mad.
yeah.
We're never being friends again. Like, nah, it's clipped. But yeah, I also don't think that all friendships are worth like chasing after. You should definitely leave it in a good place. Like you don't have to resume to being like best friends and close friends, but you definitely don't have to chase after a toxic relationship. So yeah.
Gotcha.
My turn. Should you always be honest with your friends, even if you know their feelings will get hurt?
I feel like I don't need to lie, but like I need to throw a hint, like in a
I don't
sense.
get it.
All right, because like, for example, like, no offense, like to females or whatever, but I always say like females say they always want the truth, but like because I know they're like more emotional, like they're more emotionally invested in their, like, you know.
You gotta filter it.
Yeah, you gotta filter it. Right, so it's like I try to like say it in a nice way, but it's like they always I don't know, like my bro, and sometimes they feel like they take it the wrong way. Like you could tell them something, you being honest. Like I have friends that's really blunt and I love that, but some of my other friends are like sensitive and they'll just think you're hating on them. Like I'll be like, bro, I'm telling you
From love, like
yeah, from love, like
if you hear it from me, it's better than hearing it from a stranger.
exactly.
I get that.
Well, I personally feel like honesty is the best policy. You should always be honest to your friends because it's better that you hurt their feelings than somebody else. And this reminds me of Kale. Kale is mad honest, bro. She's like so blunt and brutally honest, and she'll like, I don't know, sometimes she says it in a mean way and your feelings is like, well damn. There's a way to do it. You can pull someone to the side and be like, yo, your breath stinks. Brush your teeth. You don't have to say it in front of everybody. Like, there's a certain way to say everything. So, but honesty is always the best policy. Be honest, y'all.
Walk the straight path.
Can you have more than one best friend? I feel like yes, because I mean, is it like you and KL, like, and Q, like y'all a trio? But I feel like even if you're in a trio, like you still kind of sway to somebody more than the other, in a sense.
Who do you think I sway to?
don't know. You weird. You're weird. I don't know. Like in my house, like say it's a trio of me, Sean, and DT. I feel like I sway to DT more when it's like funny stuff. When it's like more serious conversations, I sway to Sean more.
Sean be mad deep.
Yeah, me and Sean go deep into conversations. So like, I feel like I don't know how to answer this question. I feel like yes and like I don't really know, bro.
I feel like yes, you can, but in a sense, you definitely can have more than one friend group more than one best friend because you can relate to so many people and you can build a level with them that others aren't on with you.
Yeah.
But then that would be I guess.
You can have two people on the same level.
Yeah, true.
I feel like you could have more than one best friend as long as you give them the same amount of attention. Yeah. Like you just gotta give both of them attention.
But I can't.
Or three of them. Four.
I don't like that one because I have a best friend that we might not always talk, but like that's my number one. And,
Alright.
you feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I guess it's just about the connection.
Yeah. I can
Yeah, I know. Yeah, in a sense.
How do you know when you have a toxic friend?
When every time you speak to them is, can you do this for me? Can I get this? Like they're not calling to check up on you, but they're calling to ask you for something. I feel like that could be a toxic friend. It's like a leech.
I agree. This is why I try not to ask you for favors, OD. Like I try to make you my last resort when I need something or need to do something, because I don't want you to feel like I keep asking you for stuff.
But I feel like our relationship is a little bit different than like a toxic, like you like given you're the closest female I have on this campus, right? Like I don't even consider you like a female. Like in my head you're a bro. Like in my head you're a guy, right? So it's like I feel like a toxic relationship or a toxic friendship is like based on how like y'all connect. Like are they feeding you bad energy? Like, is whatever they're telling you not the best situation? Because your real friend gonna always tell you what they would do in the situation and how it's gonna turn out. But a toxic friend might really just be like they'll be friends with you because you're an exciting person or like you're in the team. You know what I mean? Like they know what you're talking. Like you know what I mean?
For a reason, not out of love.
Yeah, like they with you for a reason. Like, oh yeah, like that's why like me and Sonny don't get along because it's like, bro, why don't call my phone if like every time the only time you need me is when you need a ride. Like that's that, or like every time we're in a situation together, it's always about mixiness. Like we never have a genuine connection. Like it's always about something like extra, like something that could get you into trouble.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
And also with the whole, when people be like, watch out for people who don't like applaud when you like accomplish something, I feel like that's something to look for too. Like I had this friend and we both wanted to run for homecoming or whatever, right? And I guess she didn't get on the list or whatever, and I had, and she said to my other friends like, why is Francesca on the list? Like she was just mad stink about it, and that's like a level of toxicity. Ugh. I can't say that word. All right, toxicity.
Yeah. Okay.
And then when I asked her about it, she just acted like it never happened. So like another thing is if your friend is being dishonest with you, I feel like that's also a level of toxicity. So that too, your friend should always be happy for you, even if like you get a 90 on a test and they get like a 50. And it should be the other way too. Like don't be the bitter friend that drags your friend down all because they accomplished something that you did not accomplish. If y'all go for the same job and they get it and you don't like it's okay to be sad about it, but you gotta be happy for your friend, you know?
It's an accomplishment in their life.
It's all love.
You know what's funny? It's like when I went to my 2-year, there's these 2 girls that I know, I'm not gonna say their name or whatever, but like they had a really toxic relationship, and I always told the girl, I was like, yo, you need to watch out for her. And it was like, she was such a hater. Like the girl was really pretty, dark skinned girl, beautiful, right? And we had a small like fashion show, and like given like she wants to be a model as it is, so like she already had the talent, right? So everybody knows her. They're like, oh yeah, this is what she want to do. So she's doing it, And like after the friend is like, oh, I feel really bad. Like nobody was really clapping for you when you came down, but literally the whole auditorium was like, oh my god.
Why are you trying to bring her down? But if that's your friend, it should just be love. Like even if nobody was clapping for her, you better be the one down there. Like that's my friend. Like that's OD.
That's toxic.
Ugh, people.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I'll go with the F's.
Is it okay to be jealous when your friend starts spending more time with someone new? This happened to me. This happened to me my junior year in high school. My best friend Jennifer, I love her so much. And I started hanging out with another friend, and we was getting close, I guess. Like she was always over at my house. And I commend Jennifer because instead of her like starting drama and stuff, she hit me up and was like, hey, like you're not spending as much time with me, I want to hang out. Like I see that you're getting close to so-and-so, but I'm your friend and I want to spend time with you too. So she was being mature about it and she let me know and we was able to fix that.
Adulthood.
Word. I love you, Jen.
I feel like, is it okay to get jealous? I feel like jealousy is not really the word to describe it in a sense. It's more of like, I just miss you. Like I'm used to spending all this time with you and now I don't have it. And it's like, I miss that time. You know what I mean? So I don't really feel like it's jealousy. I just feel like, yeah, I miss you.
I can't agree with Dante. Like you heard that somebody else is taking away the time you used to give me.
Yeah.
I miss you. I want you to come back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is, really.
So we're about to do some friendship face masks. Cause
I don't know about all
they
this.
got some bad skin. So
Hold on.
Zoom in on this.
Yeah, because
I'm like right now. But nothing.
I'm about to give them some tips on how to fix their bad pores and their nasty, whatever's going on.
And we're back.
Nice, we're back. So we're about to do a banana and milk face mask. Yeah.
What?
I got this.
Hold on.
You ain't say nothing about milk. You said nothing about milk.
No, let me say. All right, come on, y'all.
That banana don't even look right.
Is that whole milk?
This is 2% milk.
I'm allergic to 2%. I gotta go.
This is 2% milk. The other 98 is greatness. 2%
Is that
milk.
fresh?
Ooh.
Moo. Nah, 2% milk, 98% greatness. All right, let's just take the top off.
Is it
I take the
fresh?
top off.
Yes, it's fresh. Look, it's cold. So you just put a little bit. It's supposed to be like a teaspoon-ish.
Where's the teaspoon?
Wait,
I didn't bring a teaspoon, so use your imagination.
Is no lie like that much.
All right.
Yeah.
And if you end up needing more or less.
Yeah, can I drink that? You know, I'm a big milk drinker. Big body.
You
take a
serious?
I really.
Milk by itself is disgusting.
That's-
No,
I
you're
cannot
no,
drink this.
that's great. There's great vibes.
Oh no.
You're not doing it right, bro. You gotta peel it like the monkeys.
Facts.
How does the monkeys peel it?
They pinch it from the other side and it comes out mad easy. Don't worry, you already started.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
All right. So. Alright, hold up. They don't gotta see that. So basically, you're supposed to take like a little piece. That's a big piece. Alright, whatever. You take a piece. You throw it in there and you mash it up.
For you guys, I didn't know I'm Jamaican and mash it up means to like mash it like mashed
Mash
potato.
it up.
Oh my god. So what, I'm supposed to mash it in
Mash it
here?
up, yeah.
In the
With the milk.
Wah, wah.
Good job.
Mine came out the best.
He's lying. Right here.
I finished first.
She did it.
Now.
Yeah, so
Consistency?
basically it's supposed to come up to like a paste. Well, yeah. Pasty.
You see? That's how you know it's a paste. It's not even dripping.
Came through dripping. Drip.
Alright, so now
Fran is gonna apply to her face.
And we're all gonna apply some therapy. Come on, friends. No. Yo, y'all gotta drip it on me.
Uh-huh.
So we just finished our face mask. Our face is feeling smooth. Our skin is glowing like that.
Baddies.
Uh-huh,
See
daddy. But thank you guys for joining us, for watching
Appreciate it.
the show. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and
Hit that button.